Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Bad Guitarist Podcast, episode number, I want to say 61. My name is Andrew.
I don't know. My name is Kat.
And this is your weekly news show podcast for all things guitar gear related, guitars, amps, pedals, musician news here and there. Last week's episode didn't really go too well. It was kind of like our worst performing episode ever, I think, which is really strange because things have been trending up for us, but yeah, last week wasn't that great.
It wasn't going to be good.
Well, we had some issues. We were in the middle of doing. We were trying something different. We did like a little. I was testing your knowledge of guitar gear.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
After that, we started getting into the news stories, and then our son woke up. He was sick last week, so then you had to step out, and I had to kind of pretty much just finish the show by myself. So it's never fun when it's just me by myself.
I don't know. The whole episode was really weird.
Yeah, it was weird. And then the thumbnail that I made for it initially, I think, is what kind of made people not want to check it out. Because it's always hard with the thumbnails. It's always hard to figure out what to.
It's true.
What to pick. So then I changed it to a second thumbnail and it boosted us up a little bit. But we got less than 100 views on YouTube. I didn't check the streaming numbers on the different various platforms or whatever. But altogether, maybe 200, 250 between all the different platforms.
I just think we are getting known for just giving the gear news.
Yeah,
you know.
News. And then it's been a while. It's been almost 2 months, I think, since I've done an actual gear video.
Yeah.
But I do have one coming up here pretty soon. At least one, if not more. I ordered something from Amazon Haul, which I'm not really familiar with, but I guess it's their version of Temu. or Sheen or whatever. It's just cheap stuff, and they have flash sales on stuff. So I got a notification. I was check out these 1 cent items. So I clicked on it, and I was there's not gonna be anything on here. But they had guitar pickups. They were 1 cent each, and so I clicked on it, and it said they had 3 in stock. I thought I had bought all 3 of them. I got charged for 3 cents, but they only sent 1. So I'm not sure exactly what this is supposed to be a clone of. It is Artec brand. Artec. I posted this in the 60 Cycle Hum Facebook group, and some people said they had heard of this brand and that they thought it was fairly decent for being a cheaper Chinese brand.
Wait, hold on. It says made in Korea.
Does it say made in Korea?
Yes, it does.
Oh, wow. It's not even made in China. Wow. Okay.
It's made in Korea.
No, I mean, it looks decent. It has, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it on here, but the pole pieces are Allen wrench style. So I don't know if this is a DiMarzio style, hot humbucker kind of thing. I don't know. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. It came with the screws and the springs and everything. I was hoping all 3 would arrive because I could test it out putting it in my my triple humbucker Jaguar. But yeah, I don't know. We'll do at least 1 in a guitar. I don't know which guitar. There's a couple humbucker guitars back here, so I don't know. But that'll be an upcoming video, and the world's cheapest pickup. So I don't know what happened with the other 2. There's supposed to be 3 arriving, and then it said all 3 were delivered, but there was only 1 in the bag.
Did you reach out to Amazon?
I did reach out, and they said I'd hear back within the next 24 to 48 hours. Probably just a mispick kind of thing at the warehouse where they thought they had scanned in all 3. I don't know.
Who knows?
If not, I'll get my return for 2 cents. Altogether, it was less than $5.
We're not going to suffer for 2 cents.
If they do arrive, it was less than $5 for all 3, or after shipping and taxes and everything, or even if it's just 1, still less than $5.
That's fine. We're not going to suffer for that.
So because last week's episode didn't perform so well, one thing that always boosts us up in the numbers is Behringer put out a new pedal again.
Somehow, yeah.
Every time we mention Behringer, it seems like there is a big influx of people that want to know about it. So
why?
Because they just do the shameless clones of everything. So they're back at it. I think they're starting to run out of different Moog, Mooger Fooger pedals to clone. This one is the BM18M cluster box modulation pedal.
Okay.
As always, these pedals have the wood style panels. I think they're plastic, but the wood style panels.
Yeah.
The giant enclosure, all the different LFO, MIDI feedback, all these jacks on the back, MIDI controls. USB. Let's break it down and see what it's all about. Oh, also the price on
That's
this
a lot
was, what
going
was
on.
the price? So as I think that's the price of everything in this series is $179. There might be a
Okay.
couple that are a little bit more expensive. But yeah, $179. And it says it's a reimagining of the 90s era MF style modulation analog pedal. Patterned after vintage modular analog synths, it leverages a dual range BBD delay line and a multi waveform LFO to deliver ear grabbing chorus, flange, and vibrato effects. Comparably suited to electric guitars, synths, and vocals. It has LFO rate and amount knobs that provide the exact control over dynamics and expression of modulation. Delay and feedback knobs give rise to rich, resonant textures. The USB and MIDI features let you match the effect to the beat and tap tempo. Accommodates for an expression pedal for hands-on real-time control. You have a separate foot switch for tap tempo, which supplies Loctite rhythmic synchronization. The mix knob blends between audio in signal and the unit's stereo outputs. And then there is what they're referring to as the compact, rugged design with classic MF style aesthetics. As always, this series looks really cool. So they have that like rocker switch to go between flange and chorus.
Okay.
These are just massive. You would think they'd find a way to like shrink it down a little bit, but I guess they're trying to keep it as close to the original as possible. But it says, as with every Behringer product, you can't get this thing until at least March of 2026. So
You had to wait a long time.
you're gonna be
for
waiting
that.
on this one if you want it, yeah.
Mm.
So what do you think? Without having heard it or even heard the original, what do you think?
I don't know. You know, I always share my honest opinion.
Yeah,
For me, who doesn't know a lot
just too many
about
knobs for you.
pedals, that's a lot going on.
Um,
That's just a lot going on.
I mean, it's great that you have options of flange and chorus and delay all in one unit. But yeah, if you're not familiar with this style pedal, it might take you a while to
Just
remember
kinda
what
learn
each
that.
knob relates to, whether it's the
Yeah.
delay or the chorus and flange and stuff. But yeah, $179. You get a lot of pedal for your money there.
I mean, it seems like it does a lot for just $179.
Yeah.
Andrew,
Yeah.
you know what I just remember talking about that pedal because you mentioned Behringer?
What's that?
This week you showed me a post of someone who hates JHS more than me.
Well, I don't think you hate them. You just hate
I
the look of
just-
their pedals.
I don't hate the guy.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
your chair is squeaking.
Just to
out.
clarify.
Yeah.
I don't like the designs.
Yeah, you've made that clear on the show before that you're not a fan of the aesthetic of their pedals.
No, at all.
But yeah, there was that post.
But you showed me a post of someone.
No, it wasn't
I
a post. It
felt
wasn't a
so-
post that somebody.
What was it?
It was Josh Scott that had posted it, or JHS Pedals had
It
posted.
was
Somebody
like
had
so relatable.
posted it in their story on Instagram, based on an email.
Argentina.
I think it was an email that was sent to them.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna find it.
I don't know. But the point is, I
Yeah.
felt hurt. Like I felt there was someone in the world that thought the same that I do.
I don't think I have it.
I was like, oh my God, this is it. There's someone that shares my opinion.
Yeah, I really
bless.
don't think I have it.
Oh my God. Well,
I don't
start
remember how
talking
many
about
days
the
ago that
next scene,
was.
and I'm gonna find it on my phone.
Yeah. No, I don't think you're gonna find it because it was a story. I sent you the story, and that's what it was.
Oh, that sucks.
But yeah, the guy said like "God help you" or something, or "God forgive
May
you" or
God
something.
forgive you.
Yeah, may God
something
forgive
like
you.
that.
It's like, and the guy was just upset because he had bought 2 JHS pedals and they didn't turn out as good as he had liked.
And they were sent to him to Argentina, though.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyway,
Can't win them all. Can't win them everybody. Can't win everybody over. So,
I guess so.
you know, there was another pedal that we forgot to bring up from last week.
But
we'll
anyway,
keep
you
going.
keep talking about the new thing. What
There
is
is a new Fender guitar. All right, everybody. So this is one that we missed last week.
What was
So I
it?
want to cover this one before we jump into the Fender guitar. Benson amps, the amp 100. The amp 100-watt tube amplifier pedal. So this is, I believe, a collaboration between Milkman and Benson, if I'm correct here.
Okay.
So it's a power amp, and your controls are volume, treble, bass. You have reverb. You have a room control. You have a boost knob with a switch for it, and then overall master output volume or master output. So let's see. Clocking in at a fraction of the size of a typical amplifier head, Benson amps the amp grants you boutique tube-driven tone in a pedal-sized package. This 100-watt amp head was designed in conjunction with Benson's boutique brothers-in-arms, Milkman Sound, pairing the high-voltage tube preamp of Benson's Chimera and Monarch amps to a 100-watt Class D power section. Combined with highly interactive volume and output controls in a 24-decibel front-end boost, the amp delivers a lush, crisp cleans and gritty breakup of tones that you'd find in the amp's full-size Benson siblings. Whether you're plugged in straight into a cab or going direct via the balanced XLR output, the amp's foot-switchable DSP spring reverb developed by a fellow friend of Sweetwater, Keeley Electronics, versatile mic and cabinet simulation options, 2-band EQ, and a room control allows you to precisely sculpt your sound for any environment or application. Packed in a handsome metal enclosure with wooden side panels, Benson's The Amp stands ready to serve as the ultra portable centerpiece to your stage, recording, or practice rig. So, Milkman has been making pedalboard sized amp heads for a little while now. Mostly known for tube amps, but they've been doing this style thing. So this is a collaboration between Benson taking their style of amp, putting into one of these pedals, and apparently Keeley did the reverb on this thing.
Huh.
So, really cool. I didn't catch the price on this. Oh, $899.
$899.
So, yeah, it's the size of it's the price of an amp. That's for sure.
Yep.
I'm not sure what the price of the Milkman one is, but yeah, $899.
Well, the suggested monthly payment is $150 if you have them.
That's if you have special financing on Reverb, or $57 a month with a but no, pretty cool. And these are high quality, professional grade pieces of equipment. And you have a headphone output on the front. Really cool if you're just jamming, practicing. You do have speaker output. You have the balance output with ground lift, and you have an amp sim or a cab sim built in that you can turn on and off if you're using the XLR output. It's really cool.
Very nice.
So now that Fender we were talking about.
Okay.
Which you happened to watch, or you happened to walk out while I was watching the video on this yesterday. Fender has put out the Kingfish Delta Day Telecaster Deluxe. Comes in a Daphne blue color. I'm not sure if this is any different than the original Kingfish Telecaster, the purple one. The price is $2249.99.
Okay.
So let's see what's different about this thing.
What?
Christone Kingfish Ingram has spent the majority of his young life bringing the soul of classic-inspired blues straight into the 21st century. Appropriately, just like his music, his signature Fender Kingfish Telecaster Deluxe is the perfect blend of past and present. It has an alder body loaded with adjustomatic bridge and anchor tailpiece for enhanced tone and resonance. It has custom Kingfish humbuckers, roasted maple neck carved into a robust V profile. You have 12-inch radius on this thing, rosewood fingerboard, medium jumbo frets. I don't know if this is any different than the other model that's
Who's
in
that
purple.
guy playing the guitar?
That's Kingfish. That's his signature guitar.
Who's that guy?
I've shown you him several times. You walked out while I was watching the video yesterday.
I don't know who Kingfish is.
He's a blues guitarist.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything different about this between his other model. There's a belly cut on it, so it has the contour. Not much else to say on this one. It's satin finish on the back of the neck. That's always a positive for me. And they're pretty lightweight for being a Tele Deluxe. They're like 8 pounds or less on average. You got the cool little like bullet truss rod adjustment right there. Don't really see those a whole lot anymore. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say anything about comparing it to the other model. Maybe they discontinued the other model.
It was just a different color.
I think it could just be a different color, but yeah, I'm not seeing the other model available anymore, so I'm wondering if they just discontinued the purple one make this one. You can also buy the humbuckers separately, it looks like. Those are $336 bucks.
Okay.
That's pretty cool though. They have like the offset pole pieces for the bass and treble side. So again, that was $2249.99.
Okay.
There's really not a whole lot of releases this week.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, not every week is a good week.
I mean, I'm sure there were a lot that we just didn't find. But
what do we have?
Let me close a couple of these tabs here. Okay. So there are a couple new guitars from Gibson and Epiphone as part of their Oasis collection. In honor of their reunion tour that they've been doing. And members of Oasis have been seen out with some new guitars lately. That a couple months ago, when the tour started, people were like, "Oh, what is that?" So now they've released them as signature models. So Gibson has the Noel Gallagher Les Paul Standard. It looks like it's just a regular Les Paul Standard, but with P90 pickups. But let's see. So the Les Paul Standard brings more of Noel's unmistakable tone and attitude to life, modeled after the Murphy Lab custom shop run that debuted at the Gibson Garage in London. I think we covered that one when they did his. It was limited to a certain number of pieces that were only available in London, and they sold out really quickly.
Yeah.
This production version delivers the same blend of power, punch, and shimmer that helped define the Oasis sound. Mark Agnesi, Gibson's director of brand experience, said Oasis was everywhere around my childhood. Noel put this model together to harken back to the 90s, but in a new way for this tour. Those Gibson P90s give you a huge mid-range punch and that chime on the big open chords Noel loves to play. Has mahogany body, maple top. It also includes a slim taper neck, rosewood fingerboard, dual P90s, orange drop capacitors, which are wired directly to the volume and tone controls. Longtime Noel Gallagher fans acquainted with the love of Neil Young, his love of Neil Young, would notice the subtle aesthetic to Neil Young's old black Les Paul.
Okay.
With pretty much black pickguard, black body, the white binding, and all the chrome hardware and stuff. Let's see.
How much is this?
That I'm not seeing. Why am I not seeing that price? All right, here we go.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, it wants me to save
I'm
if I want to use
it's gonna
cookies.
be like super expensive.
Close this thing out. All right, why is that even a thing? That's so weird. This is a Guitar Center. This is a Guitar Center listing. All right, let me see. No. What is this about? Okay.
That's showing another guy.
That's not him.
Okay. Yeah, that guy definitely doesn't look like that one.
All right. $3,000 it looks like. Yeah,
okay.
$2,999.
Okay.
Let me just double check here. Yep, $3,000. So there's a couple other models here. If I can find the page again. This is the Epiphone Gem Archer. Master built Gem Archer Sheraton. So class meets swagger in the Epiphone Master built Gem Archer Sheraton. We don't need to read all of this. So this is the signature, one of the signature models for the rhythm guitarist Bonehead. No, this is Gem Archer. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So this is Gem Archer. I'm totally reading the wrong thing. I jumped ahead. So the Gem Archer Sheraton is also ready to rock with its layered maple poplar body, maple center block, mahogany 60 C-shaped neck, ABR1 bridge, and trapeze tailpiece with 2 Gibson USA mini humbuckers. So obviously, being one of the rhythm guitarists, Noel Gallagher and his brother are the star of the show, but the rhythm guitarists also play a major role in the sound. They get Epiphones. He gets a Gibson. So the Gem Archer one looks really cool.
It actually does.
I think it's a really cool looking guitar. I think I would, if I had the money to buy this or the Back to the Future one from last week, I would go with this over that.
Back to the Future.
I think the Sheraton looks a lot cooler. So let's see how much this one costs. Gem Archer. $12.99.
That's not
So
bad.
$1,300. That's signature Epiphone pricing on average. So that makes
That's
sense.
not bad.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
I mean, compare this, like the regular model Sheraton right now from Epiphone is like $900. So getting one that's labeled as master built is kind of cool.
There's not much difference, though.
Okay, now this one is the Bonehead model. So this is the Epiphone Bonehead Riviera.
Okay.
So it's a recreation of Paul Bonehead Arthur's made in Japan 1982 Riviera model. That he played all over the album Definitely Maybe. And What's the Story, Morning Glory. Oh no, also the album Be Here Now. Sorry, so those 3 albums he used this guitar extensively. The Epiphone Bonehead Riviera offers a 5-ply layered maple body with maple center block, slim taper C maple neck, rosewood fingerboard, and 2 Epiphone Alnico Classic Pro humbuckers. So pretty cool. I used to have a Riviera.
Really?
Yeah, I had the P93 model, which was like a wine red color with gold hardware and a Bigsby. It had 3 P90 pickups in it.
What happened?
I sold it to my old roommate, and then I had a chance to buy it back from him, but he had completely destroyed it by the time. Like, it was just in such nasty condition by the time. Like, the Bigsby had like no tension left on it at all. I don't know what he did to it. If it just had something sitting on it, like a box sitting on it. It had a case and everything. It had a hard case, which I just realized, saying this to you now, there was an episode a while back, or even I've said this to other people, that I had never owned a hard shell case for an electric guitar, but that is actually the exception. I did have the hard shell case for that guitar. Completely forgot about that. But I don't know if he was just storing it outside the case and had a bunch of other shit leaning on top of it. But it was in such bad condition. I was like really devastated. It's pretty cool. So those are the 3. I didn't see the price on this one yet. So this is the Bonehead Riviera.
Okay. How much do you think it is without looking at it?
I think it's going to be about the same price. Oh,
okay.
Nope. This one is actually the most affordable of the 3.
$8.99.
$8.99.
That's nice.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I think Rivieras are great guitars. So we covered that one.
What do you have in there?
Oh, I haven't actually looked at this one yet, so yeah, we'll do that one next. Okay, everybody. So, Positive Grid. They have the new Spark Neo Core. So they've already had like the Spark Neo stuff, but I think these are just headphones that are built in. They have like the built-in.
What is Positive? Yeah. Is that a brand of guitars?
Yeah, Positive Grid is the brand. Spark is their series of like modeling amps and Bluetooth amps, wireless amps. So they have everything from like tiny pocket-sized ones to full-size amplifiers that you can. They have like guitar and bass models. You can use them as PAs. It's a competitor for like the Boss Katana. So they announced the new Spark Neo Core, which is the newest member of the family of smart guitar. Smart guitar headphones. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that's what it was looking at the initial picture, but yeah. These wired headphones integrate a Spark guitar amp in a lightweight ergonomic design that offers plug-in simplicity for electric, acoustic, or bass players. Users can can also enjoy onboard guitar tone presets, access to dozen amps and effects, plus AI-powered tone generation. Just like the original wireless, this one now doubles as a premium Bluetooth headphone amp or headphones that deliver rich, detailed sound for listening to music or streaming podcasts. Let's see. So it connects seamlessly with the Spark app, unlocking access to 33 amps, 43 effects, and thousands of community-shared presets through Positive Grid's online tone cloud. So pretty cool. I mean, they're just putting the amp into the headphones.
How much is that?
$159.
That's not bad.
Yeah. You can get it directly from their online store. You can get it from Amazon and other authorized retailers worldwide. It looks like it runs off about 6 to 8 hours of battery life per charge, and charges with USB-C. So plug it into any of your modern day smartphone, chargers. Yeah, it looks like you just need to supply your own 1/4-inch guitar cable, and you're ready to plug into this thing. And they're noise isolating as well. So that's kind of interesting. I haven't seen anybody do it this way yet. It's usually something that you need to have separate set of headphones, and then like the little pocket sized, pager sized, like headphone amp. They usually plug in the output jack of the guitar. So I guess it just makes it one piece. It simplifies it a little bit for you.
Okay.
So now we've covered that one. I think we only have like one other pedal this week.
Okay.
So might as well knock that one out.
Let's talk about that.
So LPD pedals. We always talk about their new releases because they're based in Arizona, much like we are.
Mesa.
$299.99. You got the Super Node. So this is the next big 2-in-1 overdrive to hit the market. So we're looking at, there's only 5 available on the website right now. I guess they sold out. The Super Node is an all-analog dual overdrive pedal designed with versatility in mind. The layout is divided left and right into 2 sections. The right side is our version of the iconic ODR. All of the tone and feel of the addition of a post-clipping bass control and an internal trimmer to adjust this amount of pre-clipping low frequencies labeled saturation. The left side is a modified version of the 74 Deluxe Green Channel. All of the 70 Super Lead Punch and Growl in a simplified layout. Should you find yourself missing the mids control, there is a trimmer inside that is the mids. In addition to 2 killer circuits, we've incorporated the LPD order selecting system, allowing you to put either the 74 into the ODR or the ODR into the 74. And there are 3 programmable bypass modes. Independent allows each foot switch to control its own circuit independently. Toggle, if you find you never stack the circuits, this mode is just for you. So you can turn it on and then have the other foot switch toggle between the 2. That's pretty cool. And then master, which is if you stack the circuits, this is your mode. No matter which way you switch the press buttons, it turns them both on together. So,
nice.
That's really cool. Some different knob options. There's a cool gold color. So let's look at what the controls are on the front here. So the 74 side, you have level, drive, treble, and bass externally. And on the ODR, it's level, drive, bass, and spectrum. So really cool. So you're stacking like a higher gain Marshall sound with a Noble's ODR 1 kind of drive. So pretty cool for $300. And I'm sure this is going to compete with things like, the King of Tone and even like the Mythos Herculean Deluxe, which LPD helped design. The Benson Protein, or not the Brown Protein. Sorry, we were talking about Benson earlier. The Brown Protein, stuff like that. It's going to compete with those for sure as another 2-in-1 on the market.
What else do you have for today? I think we're almost
not a whole lot. This is going to be a very short episode, guys.
And that's okay.
Yeah, we just want to kind of make up for last week, kind of being a little weird. Yeah. PRS has 2 new amps out. We are looking at the Sweetwater exclusive versions, which I think are just Paisley design, but so the PRS Tempest GS50 and GS100 are both out. So we're looking at like a Paisley Tolex design on the Sweetwater exclusive version right now. That's what we're going to get pictures up for. This one is $4,300 for the 50 watt.
Okay.
So let's see. It combines PRS's favorite amp circuits. The GS50 ushers in a brave new era. Single channel 50 watt tube amps distinctive design begins with a preamp section modeled after the greatest black panel classics of the 60s, while the power stage takes a transatlantic churn with British inspired EL34 fueled formula. Coupled with a D-style gain stage that can be activated with the stop of a switch, the PRS Tempest 50 covers glassy cleans, overdrive, drenched overdrive, and even high gain textures with a singular sound all its own. Interactive arrangement of a 3-band EQ and a bright switch then grants you plenty of power to tweak your tone for any application. There is a post-phase inverter master volume control, which allows for gain drenched sounds at studio and living room appropriate levels. There's a MOSFET-driven effects loop that has been optimized for transparency and foot-switchable spring reverb to space out your signal. You have classic and modern all at once. So essentially you're getting, that's pretty cool. So you have preamp section of a Fender, but the power amp version is a section of a higher gain Marshall. And then pretty much like the EQ section of like a Dumble style thing. So that's pretty cool. A lot going on here. I don't know. It just seems so expensive. It's PRS though. I mean, it's gonna be expensive.
4,300.
Mm-hmm.
How much is the
100?
100 watt?
I haven't even looked at that one. I'm sure it's.
No, that's
Well,
not
hold
much different.
It looks like same set of controls. Let's just see. What's the price on this?
4,400. It's just $100 more.
You're just paying $100 more for 50 more
Might
watts.
as well just get the
I guess you might as well. Yeah, you might as well just get the 100 watt, especially if there's a power. Because it said there's like an attenuator built into this thing, right? I thought that's what I was seeing, is that you can run it at low volume.
Where?
Return level. I don't know. In the description, it said it might just be the master volume can actually get you. That's probably what it is. Yeah, the master volume probably just gets you the ability to have the crank sound at a volume, low volume. So yeah, you might as well just spend the extra if you're gonna buy a 43,000.
If you're going to spend that money,
if you're gonna spend 4,300 on an amp, why not save up a little bit longer? Get the 4,400 or 44, yeah, $4,400 one. It looks like it comes with the foot switch on both models. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it sucks when you get a nice amp that has a foot switch control and it doesn't come with one. That always sucks.
So what you're saying is that you want an amp?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I got amps.
Okay, because I already gave you your Christmas present.
I know.
No, October. I give you your Christmas present.
I gave you yours early. We do this every time there's a birthday or
that happens a lot.
Christmas. We always give each other our gifts way in advance. But I think this year in particular, we don't know what's going on. Things are getting tough for people right now. So while we can afford to, we got each other our Christmas presents before things get even
completely
crazier.
honest with you, I wasn't even thinking about that.
Oh, I was thinking before things get even worse, especially we're buying all of our son's Christmas presents in advance too. He's not getting those until Christmas, but
I told you today. It wasn't today that I told you not to open it. And then you started walking around the box.
No, it arrived yesterday.
It was yesterday?
Yeah.
You started walking around the box. You're like, let me see. And then I say, just open it.
And then I opened it.
And then you open it. So, you're out of your budget for this year.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want me to talk about it at all? Or we can...
Are you going to make a video about it?
Well, it's a guitar channel, so it's not going to be incorporated as a video of its own for the channel.
That makes sense.
But it will be used for the channel because it is essentially so it's an Akai MPC 1 Plus. So for those not familiar, or maybe those who are familiar, the MPC is a workstation, sampler, sequencer, drum machine, beat making production machine. It has pads, knobs, whatever. So over the years, it's advanced to the point where it's essentially like the newer models are like an iPad with built-in pads and MIDI controls and all this functionality. But the brain of it is it's like a computer of its own now. Whereas back in the day, I mean, it was always like a computer, but it was very, I don't know, just like the old school, like Jay Dilla, Dr. Dre, stuff like that, old school 90s hip hop producers, early 2000s hip hop production. It was very limited on what it could do. But nowadays, it's so packed full of features that you can replace your computer for all of your production. And you and I have talked about starting a music project, and
we talk about
I started writing songs for it, and it's just for a while now, the last couple of years, getting in front of the computer to try to record something is just draining for me. I don't know why. It's just I lose all inspiration. I used to do just fine with it. But having something that can be more hands-on, the knobs are right there. It has a touch screen. So even though these are made for beat making with beat making in mind. A lot of like hip hop producers, lo-fi, trap music production, dance music. A lot of that stuff is done on MPCs. I'm gonna record our actual band project on this thing because you can do anything. You do vocals. There's a bunch of vocal effects built in, compressors, limiters. There's all the stuff you need for a full studio built into this thing. Plus, you can plug in an interface to expand it, so I can plug the whole drum set into this thing, chop up the different samples, and instead of just using pre-made samples, and I will use some of the built-in drum sounds from it because there are some good sample packs built into it, but I'm going to sample my own drum set, and I'll have myself playing beats, but it'll also be like I'll be able to chop it up, structure the songs together, because I'm lazy too. Like I'm not going to want to sit behind the drum set, and it's not that I don't want to, but if I'm doing most of the instrumentation, it's hard for me to write the full song with like every drum part in mind in advance. Like if there's going to be a break in the song, or if there's going to be like a sudden change up, I can't in my mind picture how that's going to sound on all the instruments all at the same time. So it's good that I can chop it up a little bit and throw in extra fills here and there and different stuff like that. So for our music, it's going to be great. And right off the bat, in the first like 10 minutes of having it plugged in, I programmed some drums just with some built-in samples. And our son, who's 2.5 years old, I put on like a synth thing. It was like a toy piano sample, or not sample, but like a MIDI plugin. And he starts jamming away on the pads on that thing. And
it sounded good.
And I let him record that over top the drums, and then I switched it over to a synth bass, and he starts jamming on that, and it didn't sound terrible. It sounded okay. I mean, I would need to go back in and tweak it and delete some of the notes out of there and restructure it. But essentially, it makes everything so simple. It quantizes things. So if you're out of sync, it can correct the timing on stuff for you automatically. It's really like a plug and play. Anybody can use it. It's made as like an entry level thing. But I think that model, I think they're discontinuing it probably soon because it was on sale, and they did just come out with a different version of the MPC Live. So I don't know. I think it's cool. I've been wanting to jump over to an MPC for a long time, but for a while, between like 2010 and I don't know, like 2016 or 17, there was a stretch where all of them that they were making were not standalone devices. You had to plug it into a computer to use it. So just the last like 3 or 4 years or whatever, they've allowed you to use it as a standalone device again. So all the new models are really cool. But as far as like guitar videos, I can now easily put together backing tracks without using anybody else's work. Not that I ever did use anybody else's work, but like I know a lot of channels will do that. They'll like find a drummer on like Fiverr or something and like pay them $5 for a drum loop, or they'll go on YouTube and download a drum loop. I don't want to use anybody else's stuff. So if I'm doing a backing track for a guitar video, I want to be able to build it myself and then have it playing in real time while I'm recording the guitar video. So that'll be helpful for that going forward. So there's a lot of different uses for it. But that being said, I think we just have one more thing to talk about this week.
Oh, I thought we were done.
No, there's one more.
Okay.
Gibson, another Gibson. They're going to be releasing the limited edition Kirk Hammett Raven acoustic guitar.
Who's Kirk Hammett?
Metallica.
Oh.
He's the lead guitarist of Metallica.
Oh.
I know he looks like somebody's grandma in this picture.
I know he does. Okay.
That's funny because you're like, who is he? And it says it right here. He's like, one of the most iconic guitarists of our generation.
No, dude, but like when you went into the tab, it was just a picture. It does look like someone's grandma.
I know. Yeah.
Anyway.
So he's teamed up with the master luthiers at Gibson's custom shop in Bozeman, Montana, to create the custom Kirk Hammett Raven, a majestic counterpart to the legendary Gibson Hummingbird. Now, you're familiar with Gibson Hummingbird.
I am.
You've seen it. You've commented on it before. It's the one where the pick guard is a hummingbird on on pickup.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Kirk Hammett Raven is limited to only 100 guitars worldwide and only at authorized Gibson dealers, the Gibson garage locations, and on Gibson.com.
Okay.
Let's see. It has a Sicta spruce top and mahogany back and side, supported by traditional scalloped Advanced X bracing. Delivers timeless tone, has captivated musicians and audiences for generations. Mahogany neck features a comfortable round profile. It's topped with a bound ebony fretboard, complete with 20 frets and mother of pearl star inlays. 16-inch radius for fast, expressive playing. Grover Rotomatic tuners. Tusk nut. Tusk nut, saddle, and bridge pins. Let's see. Headstock has the Gibson logo alongside a striking mother of pearl raven skull inlay. How
much is this then?
I'm not seeing the price. They never want to tell you the price. I just want to know the price first.
Yeah.
Tell me all the other details afterward. I don't need to know that he's a Grammy
something tells me it's
award-winning
gonna be
artist.
really
I don't need. We
expensive.
already know that stuff.
Ugh.
Let's see. See if it's sold out already. Sold out.
It's sold out. Oh my God.
$5,000. $4,999.
And there's just 100 of them. Ugh.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's something looks out of place on this.
Why?
Well, you have like a pick guard down here on the bottom of the guitar. I guess it's aesthetic, but this moon, the crescent moon, is like blue, but all the other details are black. Black and white.
So you don't like the design?
Not particularly. I mean, I wouldn't want it. And it looks like you do have a pickup in this thing, because there's the internal, like inside the sound hole, there's controls. What kind of pickup? Oh, the stars on the inlays.
I see that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. There's too much going on. Okay, yeah, your controls are volume, tone. It's probably just like a basic Gibson, or maybe like a Fishman.
Well, it's sold out.
Comes with... It ships with a factory supplied hard or soft case. Doesn't say right there what kind of case comes with it, if any. Oh no, it's hard case. It's a hard case.
It's a hard case.
Yeah, with a raven skull on it. What I want to know is the pickup. LR bags, Element BGC +4 preamp and undersaddle pickup. Okay. All right, and the sound hole label is signed by Kirk Hammett. Okay. Well then, I guess that's everything for tonight. Let us know in the comments, as usual, what we missed, or what your favorite, or what your favorite from tonight was.
Yeah.
Or from this week. Yeah, I really just didn't see a whole lot of new stuff coming out. I'm sure brands are kind of laying off until Black Friday. I don't know if Black Friday is going to be a big deal this year. People don't really have money to spend, but you know. Then again, people might have been saving all year for that week. Yeah, because it's not Black Friday anymore. It's like the whole week of Black Friday. You got the Cyber Monday, the Small
Amazon
Business Saturday.
Thing. What is it? Is it the Cyber Monday?
There's Cyber Monday. There's Small Business Saturday. There's Black Friday. I don't know. This Sunday, the day off from shopping.
I don't know.
But a lot of places go like the whole week of after Black Friday. Like the following week is all sale stuff. I don't know. Everybody does their own different thing. But
I think we will talk about it when that comes.
Yeah. I know like last year that was like a massive like hour and a half, 2-hour episode for us.
I remember
just trying to cover all that stuff. But yeah, I guess that's it for tonight. So we will see you guys next week, and hopefully this episode turned out better for you guys. So all right. Have a good night.
Bye.